3. Extremely creepy, true, Dark Night horror stories. Did you know that over 60% of people believe they've experienced something paranormal? It's no wonder that true horror stories can send chills down your spine. The nighttime, in particular, has a way of amplifying our deepest fears. It's that time of day when the world outside seems to darken and our imagination runs wild. The shadows on the walls seem to take on a life of their own, and the creaks and groans of the house can sound like footsteps. This is the perfect setting for horror stories that'll make your skin crawl. As humans, we're naturally wired to fear the unknown, and the nighttime is the ultimate unknown. Our minds are free to wander, and our imagination can conjure up all sorts of terrifying scenarios. It's no wonder that so many horror movies and stories take place at night. The fear of being alone in the dark is a primal one, and it's something that we can't shake off. The dark night, in particular, is a time when our fears seem to come alive. It's a time when the world is at its most silent and our thoughts are at their loudest. The darkness seems to press in on us, making us feel trapped and helpless. And it's in this state of heightened fear that we're more susceptible to the terror of true Dark Night horror stories. These stories have a way of seeping into our psyche, making us question what's real and what's not. They're not just tales of make-believe. They're based on real events that have happened to real people, and that's what makes them so terrifying. Let's dive into 3 extremely creepy, true Dark Night horror stories that'll leave you sleeping with the lights on. The first story takes place in a small town where a family reported experiencing strange occurrences in their home. Doors would slam shut on their own, and disembodied voices could be heard in the middle of the night. The family tried to brush it off as a prank, but the events only escalated. One night, they woke up to find a figure standing in their bedroom, watching them. The figure vanished into thin air, but the family knew that they weren't alone in the house. The second story takes place in a rural area, where a group of friends decided to go camping. They set up their tents and started a fire, but as the night wore on, they began to hear strange noises. At first, they thought it was just animals, but then they started to hear whispers. The whispers grew louder and more urgent until the friends realized that they were being stalked. They packed up their gear and left, but one of them couldn't shake off the feeling that they were being watched. The third story takes place in an abandoned asylum where a group of paranormal investigators decided to explore. They set up their equipment and started to investigate, but as they delved deeper into the asylum, they began to experience strange occurrences. Doors would slam shut, and disembodied voices could be heard. The investigators tried to communicate with the spirits, but they were met with an eerie silence. Suddenly, they heard a voice whispering in their ear, "Get out, while you still can." The most terrifying moment from the first story is when the family realizes that they're not alone in the house. The figure in their bedroom is a chilling reminder that some presences are beyond our understanding. The second story reaches its peak when the friends realize that they're being stalked. The whispers in the darkness are a stark reminder that some things are better left unexplored. The third story hits its emotional peak when the investigators hear the voice whispering in their ear. It's a stark reminder that some places are better left abandoned. In conclusion, these true Dark Night horror stories are a reminder that the nighttime is a time of heightened fear and vulnerability. They're a reminder that some things are beyond our understanding and that the darkness can be a terrifying place. If you've got your own creepy experiences, share them with us in the comments below. And if you're looking for more chilling tales, be sure to check out our next video, where we'll explore more true horror stories that'll leave you sleeping with the lights on. Thanks for tuning in. I really hope you enjoyed it as much as I did.